Right now, vaccine setback. States have paused administering the Johnson & Johnson shot. The important meeting happening today about it.
Plus, protests continue in Minnesota and across the country. What we're waking up to overnight and the major decision expected in Brooklyn Center today.
Say it ain't snow, but oh, yep, I just did. We're tracking the snowflakes for some and the first warned forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
That's right, folks. Flake action is what Chris Reese has been talking about all morning.
Oh man, I'm done with it. No more this year. I know it's mid-April and we could kind of see anything this type of year, but I'm hoping it's not going to happen.
Come on, Chris. We are hardy Wisconsinites. We can handle a couple of flakes.
Yeah, I just don't want to.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. May is around the corner. Good morning, folks. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynch.
And I'm Chris Stanford. So the CDC is hours away from an emergency meeting to decide if continued distribution of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is safe.
Right now, all 50 states have a pause on their use of the single-dose shot after 6 people developed blood clots within 2 weeks of getting the vaccine. Now, a reminder, these reactions are extremely rare. 6 out of the 7 million people who've received the shot. We're also zooming in on Wisconsin's numbers. You're taking a look now. Based on those 6 cases, if every single person in Wisconsin got the shot, 6 million people, 5 would experience a blood clot. That equals out to roughly a 1 in a million chance.
This is proof that our federal agencies are, first of all, monitoring safety. They've identified these cases, and secondly, that they're taking action to assure that there is nothing seriously wrong here or something unforeseen, something more than what the data first shows.
At this point, there is no proof that the vaccine caused the blood clots in those 6 women.
Now, if they are linked, the chances of getting a blood clot from the Johnson & Johnson shot appear to be very, very slim, as we've just laid out. But the concern about vaccine hesitancy is still very real. Health experts, such as UW Health's Dr. Jeff Pothoff, is worried that the news will be taken out of context and cause unnecessary worry. They say the pause is being done out of an abundance of caution and is a sign that the system is working.
Just a reinforcement of just how focused the medical community is on safety, such that if there was an event that occurs 1 out of 1 million people, they're still taking the time to look into it and see, is it related to the vaccine? Is it not? What does this mean? And I think that should reassure us with this vaccine and all the vaccines that safety really is the #1 priority.
Dr. Pothoff imagines we'll see use of Johnson & Johnson's vaccine again here in the U.S. in just a short amount of time. The other 2 approved vaccines, Pfizer's and Moderna's, have shown no similar red flags.
Around 160,000 people have received a Johnson & Johnson shot here in Wisconsin. That's less than 5% of the doses given out in our state. For our local healthcare providers, most of the vaccine doses at UW Health have been Pfizer, and most of SSM Health's vaccine stock also Pfizer. It says it hasn't used Johnson & Johnson very much at all.
Unity Point Health Meritor said in a statement that they've only provided Pfizer or Moderna vaccines to their patients so far and will not use Johnson & Johnson's until they receive some further guidance.
6:03 now. Chris Reese is here with our first warn weather. How's it looking out there, Chris?
Well, good morning, folks. We just teased about the snowflakes that some are seeing in the state of Wisconsin. A lot of that's going to be north of the Madison area. So here in Madison, we're not exactly seeing it, but it's passed by just to our north. Now we're watching that fly just to our north and east, especially as you work your way towards the Fox River Valley. But in the immediate viewing area, Waupun, Markesan, Beaver Dam, this is where you're seeing some of the snowflakes right now. All of it's light. This is not a big deal at all, but the heaviest of that is now northeast of Fond du Lac, working its way up towards Manitowoc, and again moving on out. That's going to be over Lake Michigan before we know it. Temperatures, though, they're cold enough. We're cooler out there than we were at this exact same time yesterday. Temperatures are into the 30s for most of us, but Fond du Lac, you're at 37 for reference. So any snow that comes down, it's not sticking. 35 in Juneau right now, 32 in the Dells, 32 for Wautoma. We're at 34 in Madison. Janesville is at 32, but we keep those cloudy skies around at least through now, and then we'll actually see some sunshine trying to break through that cloud cover at times today. On Monday, it was a mix of sun and clouds, but the sun won out. Yesterday it was a mix of sun and clouds, but the cloud cover won out. Today it's going to be about an even mix, slightly leaning more cloudy. Temperature-wise, though, we'll be right around 40 by the time we get you towards lunchtime. 46 is where that afternoon high is going to top out. By 37, or by 10 o'clock, we're still at 37. 46, though, as we move into your afternoon right around 4 o'clock. Then overnight tonight, clouds begin to break up. Your overnight low falls back down towards the freezing point. Tomorrow, the expectation is that we'll see a little bit more sunshine as temperatures warm up into the 50s. But we should be dry as we move into the weekend. Only slight chances for rain. Then a cold front pushes through Monday night and into Tuesday. This is where the stage is set for things to perhaps bring a couple of snowflakes our way as we move into early next week as well. So we're not completely done with this time of the year. I said it earlier, it's 3 years ago today that I was here to visit Madison, to get an apartment, and a blizzard hit Wisconsin, bringing upwards of 2 feet to places like Green Bay, but still several inches fell here in Madison. That is not what's in the forecast, so I think those flurries are going to be bearable. 50s really are in store, though, throughout all of that extended forecast. Our coolest day is today, and then next Tuesday, with that AM mix possible, temperatures are really going to struggle to get out of the 40s and up towards 50 degrees. Traffic, of course, we're going to be watching that. By the way, just a reminder that if you're traveling westbound on the Beltline, that exit at Todd Drive, it is still closed. So that may lead to some delays, some confusion for folks. Those lanes are narrow. They do all kinds of switcheroos. Just be careful if you're going to be driving on the Beltline in that area. Slow it down a little bit for those construction workers. Dane County's in great shape. Rock County, no major issues for you this morning.
Looking good. Thanks, Chris. 6:06 now. The White House has issued a report card for all 50 states in a bid to highlight why officials say a massive infrastructure bill is necessary. They gave Wisconsin a C. That is what most states got. The report claims there are nearly 200 bridges and nearly 2,000 miles of highway that are in poor condition. It also says that the state's drinking water infrastructure will require more than $8.5 billion in additional funding over the next 2 years.
We will find out today if the officer who shot Dante Wright will face charges. Meanwhile, 10 miles away, the defense presents its case in the murder trial of Derek Chauvin. CBS's Skylar Henry is in Minneapolis with the latest.
April snow and a heavy police presence didn't stop protesters in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota on Tuesday. Police say these bricks, cans, and other objects were thrown at them last night.
As the evening unfolded, the event devolved.
Earlier in the day, peaceful protesters marched through the streets, calling for justice in the death of 20-year-old Dante Wright.
It's been hard. It's been hard to have hope.
Wright died following a traffic stop on Sunday when Officer Kim Potter allegedly mistook her pistol for her taser. The 26-year veteran resigned yesterday.
The person's no longer a police officer, and they'll be held accountable for their actions.
Potter said she believed her resignation was in the best interest of the community. The Washington County District Attorney may decide today if any criminal charges will be filed against her.
This mom is grieving.
The family of George Floyd offered its support to Wright's family as they follow the murder trial of Derek Chauvin.
We will fight for justice for this family, just like we're fighting for our brother.
Yesterday, a use of force expert testified for the defense that Chauvin's actions were justified.
In your opinion, was this a use of deadly force?
It was not. Police officers don't have to fight fair. They're allowed to overcome your resistance.
The prosecution pushed back.
What part of this is not compliant?
You know, a compliant person would have both their hands in the small of their back and just be resting comfortably, versus like he's still moving around.
Did you say resting comfortably?
The defense has not said if Chauvin will testify. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Now, testifying would open Chauvin up to cross-examination, but legal experts say it would be the best opportunity to show the jury any remorse or empathy he might feel. The judge has said he expects the defense to finish its arguments this week.
Well, the president is going to address a joint session of Congress later this month. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi extended the invitation to the president, who will deliver that speech on April 28th, which is right around when his 100th day of office would be. Coming up, it's Severe Weather Awareness Week in Wisconsin. We're going to take a look at the differences between severe weather bulletins.
And coming up later, Nike wants your used kicks for a good cause. We'll have the details coming up.
It's time to march into deer season. Get your John Deere 1025R for just $171 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up at Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
I love to equal the playing field. I love to help people and allow them to feel like they are powerful instead of powerless. We're with our clients every step of the way.
Gingras, Thompson, and Walks.
Who doesn't want more? Right now at Steinhafels, the more you buy, the more you save. Start with 35% off store-wide. Then take an extra $100 off when you spend $19.99, $200 off at $29.99, or $300 off at $39.99. Get your patio set for spring and save big with savings up to 50% off. Steinhafels has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. Only at Steinhafels and steinhafels.com.
Step 1, build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford proud. Now get an adventure-ready 2021 Explorer for just $399 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. A way that builds a state-of-the-art network. As a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the neighborhood, so you make a difference.
Thanks for the hot spot.
You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. U.S. Cellular.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
It's time to march into deer season. Get your John Deere XUV 500 for just $163 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up with Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
It's Severe Weather Awareness Week in Wisconsin. All week, our First Warn Weather team is diving into different elements of severe weather to help keep you and your family safe.
Today, we take a look at the difference between severe weather bulletins and how they might affect you. With severe weather, there are two main weather bulletins, a watch or a warning. You've heard us talk about those before. We're breaking down what exactly they mean. The National Weather Service will issue a tornado or a severe thunderstorm watch if severe weather is possible in the area. Then, when a severe thunderstorm warning is issued, a storm could be already producing damaging winds, hail, or heavy rainfall. When a tornado warning is issued, either one has been indicated by the radar or it's been spotted on the ground.
Because being caught unprepared when a warning is issued can be a worst-case scenario. When a warning is issued, this is your go moment. Compared to a watch, severe weather warnings typically cover a much smaller area, and they tend to be issued for a shorter amount of time.
So tomorrow, we will cap off our Severe Weather Awareness Week coverage with a special 30-minute program. It'll air at 6:30 and feature all 5 of our News 3 Now meteorologists. They'll share everything you need to know with severe weather season right around the corner. Chris Reese, this is right during the statewide tornado drill tomorrow, right?
Yeah, that statewide tornado drill really happens all day long, but in particular, there's going to be a test tornado warning that comes out at 6:45. And what we've done is I'm pretty confident that the special lines up for us to be talking about tornado warnings and where you should seek shelter right at the time that the test tornado warning does get issued. But we're talking about tornadoes today in our Severe Weather Awareness Week coverage. And what exactly is a tornado? Well, ultimately, a it's just a rotating updraft into a thunderstorm. And everyone's used to seeing that picture there on the right side of the screen, but not always is this visible. Sometimes it's completely transparent. Winds of 65 to 300 miles per hour do exist with tornadoes too as they move from southwest to northeast, oftentimes at highway speeds. But when a storm is headed towards you, you want to get to that lowest level of your home in the most interior room as possible. So we're talking the center of a basement. Underneath the stairwell is very good because the stairwell is meant to support the house. And so if everything were to collapse around the house, it's right there and you're protected in that stairwell. But also use blankets, pillows, all kinds of stuff to cover you, and get out if you were in a mobile home. Those are never safe places to be. Of course, we are going to follow this as we go throughout the rest of the week, and making sure that you're up to date throughout the rest of this show as well.
We appreciate that, Mr. Reese. Thank you very much. 6:15 now. Time to slow things down, see what's happening in the 608 this morning. It's more important now, maybe more than ever, to focus on your mind and body during the pandemic.
So this morning, Josh Breider takes us to a local yoga studio and gets some advice on self-care.
Good morning, everyone. We're coming to you from Dragonfly's Middleton studio, and we're actually in the hot studio today, so it's nice and warm in here. We're going to bring in Sam Brenner. She is one of the yoga instructors here. First off, thanks for, welcoming us in. I love yoga. It's like part of my life, and obviously pretty important to you, too.
Yes, yeah, and welcome. We're glad to have you here. We've slowly been working the heat back up now that we've reopened, and that we're still practicing with masks on and things, so it's nice and warm in here for sure. It feels good.
So over the last year, you've really had to adapt with COVID. How are things operating for you guys right now?
We pivoted right away with COVID and started Dragonfly On Demand. So started filming classes and starting to build a library there. So now that we're back in person, some of our classes are also live streamed simultaneously with the live in person. Not all of them, and if you're in class, you don't have to be on camera. We have it marked off on the floor, so the tape around the room will say live if you're on camera or not, so you definitely have that choice. So it's been nice. We started out with, no one in here, just filming, adding people back. The capacity with the new mandate has gone up a little bit, so we're able to have up to 23 people at this location.
So we live very busy lives. You're going to run us through a couple of supported poses. So what are we going to do this morning?
Sure. So we're going to use a bolster with a pillowcase over it, of course. If you have a pillow at home, you can definitely use one as well. This is a nice gentle hip opener. It's deer pose. Okay. So you'll take your bolster, your pillow, something supported, right up against your right hip, and your right thigh would be parallel to the top of your yoga mat. Okay. Right foot inside your left thigh, just kind of making that nice sort of hurdler's position. You'll turn yourself to square your sternum over your bolster as best you can, and then just start to gently fold yourself over. So if you have extra pillows at home or you have a yoga block, you can support your forehead, other things holding here. This is a really nice, gentle hip opener. Another nice thing that you can do is, especially with low back issues, we can take it into a supported bridge position. So you'd lie down on your back, snuggle that bolster right underneath your sacrum where it feels comfortable. And your feet can stay flat on your mat here as you rest, or you can walk your feet away. This is going to be a little more intensity in this back bend. And then try to walk your shoulder blades together. Maybe close your eyes, let your tongue fall away from the top of your mouth. It's a really nice way to relax and energize. Last but not least, we'll take our feet straight up to the sky. This is a supported legs up the wall. You can do this with a regular yoga block as well. This is my favorite way to do it, with an extra supportive pillow or bolster.
So with the beauty of yoga, you have obviously these supported, very slow poses. There's kind of something for everyone, right?
Yeah, these are really nice, just restorative things, and you can always make things as active as you would like to too, but it's good, especially at the end of the day. Lots of different stressors in our lives right now, with still having to adjust to different changes and lifestyles.
So next half hour, you're going to run us through a little flow, is that right?
Yeah, we'll work on a little standing series flow, a little more energizing, some twisting aspects to that one as well. So that'll be really nice.
All right, well, Sam, thank you so much. And again, we'll be back here in our next half hour, and we're going to get a little bit more yoga on. We'll send it back to you guys.
Did you learn something there, Mr. Stanford?
Yeah, those are some good poses that I didn't know.
I am not a yogi, so that would be a little tough for me.
All those things sounded like my body needs them.
Yes, yes. Post 30. Yoga, not a bad idea.
Yeah, right here.
Okay, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him either on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
Hey, remember that big cruise ship, or the big cargo ship, rather, that was stuck in the Suez Canal? It has been impounded, and Egyptian authorities say they will not allow the Ever Given to leave the country until its Japanese owners pay a big fine, a big compensation amount. Local reports put this figure at $900 million to get this thing out of impound. Results of an investigation into the ship's accident are also expected on Thursday.
Got to make sure you're parking on the right side of the street. That tow can be expensive. Okay, Nike wants your used kicks so the company can resell them. It's all part of Nike Refurbished. The new program resells sneakers at discount prices. Depending on their condition, shoes returned within 60 days of purchase will either be restored and sold or recycled. The program is an effort to advance Nike's sustainability commitments and reduce its carbon footprint.
Nobody wants my old shoes, I'll say that.
We talked about this. If you haven't seen Chris Stanford's shoes, all I have to say is New Balance.
They're really comfortable. That's all I got to say.
Really comfortable. Really comfortable looking, Chris.
They're more comfortable than they look, as a matter of fact. Well, it seems the panic over buying paper products has slowed down. Sales of toilet paper dropped more than 32% in the 12 weeks ending in April 3rd compared to the year before. And paper towel also dropped substantially, as did multi-use wipes, like those Clorox wipes that were really, really hard to find for so long. Aren't you glad this is coming to an end, Leah?
We thought things couldn't get worse at the start of the pandemic, then we couldn't find toilet paper.
I was freaking out.
Tough times. Tough times.
6:21 now, coming up. Do you like popcorn? Do you like salad? Do you like popcorn salad? That's the bigger question. We'll see the new snack trend that's taking the internet by storm and show you the recipe.
And coming up in our next half hour, the iconic Sunburst chairs are returning to the terrace today. We'll tell you who can enjoy the Union once again and who can't. Not quite yet. Coming up after the break.
With a nursing degree, helping others went from a job to a career.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Habitat Dane County provides long-term stability through affordable home ownership, creating the spaces where learning grows, the places to rest, the spots to gather, the areas to play safely. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Get an extra 5% off our low internet prices on select appliance purchases from top brands during the spring savings sale at Grand Appliance. Get outstanding deals like this Samsung 4.5 cubic foot front load washer with steam, just $6.98. Or this 4-piece stainless steel Frigidaire kitchen package for just $16.98. Shop your local Grand showroom or grandappliance.com for these deals and more. Grand Appliance. Trusted since 1930.
It used to be that when you were healthy, you didn't have to think about healthcare.
You didn't care which doctors invented which treatment.
But now, things are different.
Now when you or someone close to you is sick, that's all you care about.
A doctor with answers. A medical team you can trust.
That treats you like you're important.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Power Centers of Madison. Visit powercentersofmadison.com.
We've got the power!
Announcing another Best of Madison 2021 finalist, and the nominee is Anytime Fitness, Best Fitness Center. Let's make healthy happen. Vote for Anytime Fitness today at madisonmagazine.com.
Just announced, East Madison Toyota just acquired 11 truckloads of used inventory. So if you've been waiting for the perfect time to buy pre-owned, it's here at East Madison Toyota. Check out our Toyota certified used selection with special APRs, plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile factory-backed warranty. Experience the E-Vantage online at eastmadisontoyota.com or come see us at East Madison Toyota off I-90 and 151.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Okay, today's My News 3 morning picture is a video. My Uncle Wayne and Aunt Janice sent me this cute video. One of their cows had twin calves this week.
Well, congratulations.
Don't we always say, if you put a cow in it, I'm going to put it on television? Includes my family.
That's very true.
So they have not named them yet. Look at these cuties. Oh,
do you get a say in the name?
Well, I was wondering if I did. I had a couple ideas.
Okay, go ahead.
Dorito and Cheeto. we're all about the snacks on this
so
show.
Random.
I think that's cute. I think that's cute. Could be Chris and Leah.
There you go.
Stanford and Reese.
Hey.
Chris and Chris. Chris 1, Chris 2.
Not opposed. Cute. Hey, share your morning with us. Snap a picture, use the hashtag MyNews3Morning, or you can just send it straight to Lee if it's got cows in it, and
Definitely.
We'll put it on the air.
I will.
625, it's the latest love to hate it weird food combination. Popcorn salad is giving the internet indigestion. The Food Network's Molly Ye whipped it up. Here's what it's made with. So you've got your popcorn, mayonnaise, sour cream, Dijon mustard dressing, veggies, that includes carrots, snap peas, and then you top it off with some white cheddar powder.
Ugh.
That
Okay.
whole time I thought the carrots were sharp cheddar. I'm really just grossed out right now.
Just imagine the texture of this thing.
I don't.
This
Gross.
is only to make everyone miserable.
Hard pass.
It really is. We'll be right back, folks.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today. Announcing another Best of Madison 2021 finalist. And the nominee is Buck and Honey's Best New Restaurant Wanakee, Best Outdoor Dining Monona, Best Restaurant. Vote for Buck and Honey's today at MadisonMagazine.com.
This month, all waterproof vinyl plank flooring is on sale at Surgenian's. We offer the largest Core-Tex selection in Madison. Take advantage of unprecedented sale pricing with 18-month financing. Local, sustainable, Surgenian's.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2021. Vote for your favorites online for the Best of Madison in over 140 categories. And the nominees include Dwellings, Home Furnishings, and Interior Design, Best Interior Design, Best Furniture, and Best Home Accessories. Whether you have a design emergency or just want to shop the best furniture store in town, you need Dwellings. Madison's best kept $150 secret. Go to MadisonMagazine.com to vote for your favorites to be the very best of Madison.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. Don't your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn? Trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
Announcing another Best of Madison 2021 finalist. And the nominee is Fry Construction, Best Kitchen and Bath Design, Best Roofer. Vote for Fry Construction today at MadisonMagazine.com.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan or for checkups only. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call or go to sendinfokit.com to get your free information kit. Call now.
Announcing another Best of Madison 2021 finalist. And the nominee is Buck and Honey's Best New Restaurant Wanakee, Best Outdoor Dining Monona, Best Restaurant. Vote for Buck and Honey's today at madisonmagazine.com.
We all make mistakes. We have accidents. We get that. I sympathize with that. But at the same time, you have to... You're playing with somebody's life.
Right now, charges could come as soon as today for the former police officer accused of killing Dante Wright.
A little wintry in parts of Wisconsin this morning. We're tracking the snowflakes and when we could see more here in the 608.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you'll be arrested.
New video out of the Twin Cities this morning after another chaotic night in the Minneapolis suburb of Brooklyn Center, all in response to the police shooting of Dante Wright on Sunday. More than 60 arrests made over the course of the night. Police say bricks, cans, and other objects were thrown at them. It was peaceful for much of Tuesday until local curfews went into place. Police tried to break up the crowds with flash mobs. Good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchine.
Now, we may find out today if former officer Kim Potter will face charges for the death of Dante Wright.
Wright died following a traffic stop on Sunday when Officer Kim Potter allegedly mistook her pistol for her taser. The 26-year veteran resigned yesterday. Potter said in her letter she believed that her resignation was in the best interest of the community. If any charges are filed against her, the Hennepin County District Attorney will likely make that decision today. Meanwhile, overnight, Twin Cities law enforcement officials say they understand how protesters feel, but they urged peaceful action.
We recognize the pain the community is facing from what happened Sunday. We don't like that. The person is no longer a police officer, and they'll be held accountable for their actions. But we can't have people hurting our communities.
Protesters were out in the streets around the country, including cities like Chicago, Dallas, and Philadelphia. In Portland, riots broke out where protesters broke windows, tore down lights, and started fires. Meanwhile, in Minneapolis, the defense team for Derek Chauvin will continue its arguments this morning. Yesterday, a national use of force expert testified that Chauvin's actions were justified. The defense has not said if Chauvin will take the stand himself. Doing so would open him up to cross-examination, but legal experts say it would be the best opportunity to show the jury any remorse or sympathy he might feel. And of course, News 3 Now and Channel 3000 will follow the developments in the trial, as well as any possible charges filed against the former Brooklyn Center officer. You can stay up to date by downloading the Channel 3000 News app for free in your app store.
All right, it is 6:32 now as we check in with First Warn meteorologist Chris Reese in your forecast. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning, folks. We're talking about what you need as you get ready to head out the door this morning. I'll tell you what, the sunglasses, I have a yes. You'll need it at times today, not necessarily all day, but you do want that light jacket. No real need for the umbrella as you head out. Here's what I'm tracking over the Badger State this morning. There's an upper level low spinning over the North Woods, and with that, some flurries do exist, especially throughout northern parts of the state this morning. We've seen a lot of the flurry activity move by just to our north. Now that's really starting to work its way over towards the Fox River Valley, but places like La Pond and Beaver Dam, you had a little bit of snowflake action earlier, a couple minutes ago, really, about half an hour ago. Now that's starting to work its way up towards the north and east and out of town. Now it is cooler than we were at this time yesterday. So yesterday, if you thought it was a little chilly and you put that jacket on, you're certainly going to want that out there today as well. 34 our temperature at Mineral Point, same for Platteville, 33 in Watertown right now. Juneau, you're at 35, Fond du Lac is at 37, 31 in the Dalles. So all the places that saw any snow, it didn't stick. Temperatures have been warm. Our ground is warm. That's moved on out of here. We are at 34 in Madison right now. The wind chill has come up to 34 as well. That was in the 20s earlier on. And we are cloudy. We're going to stay cloudy for a little bit. Then we'll start to see the sun try to peek through that cloud cover as we move into parts of the afternoon. It is going to be about an even mix of the sun and clouds out there today. But again, you will notice more cloud cover as we start to move into your late afternoon. This is 10:30. We'll be around 37 degrees at that point, warming up to 46 for your high, and then we'll start to clear out, or at least try to, with partly cloudy skies overnight tonight. We'll see more sunshine, though, moving into tomorrow. Temperatures begin to recover. That's where temperatures should make it into the low 50s into Thursday. Generally dry with only slight rain chances into the weekend, but then another cold front comes our direction with a chance of showers as we move into Monday and Monday night next week. The cooler air behind that, and with the upper level disturbance, we do have another opportunity to see some flurries and light snow on the backside of that. Accumulation? Nah, we're not worried about it. But I will tell you this. Temperature-wise, we are going to be below average. At this point, our average high is closer to about 60 degrees. We do not see any high temperatures close to that until we get you towards the end of next week. Next Thursday and Friday, we have our opportunities to be back to where we should be for this time of the year. Traffic-wise, things are all smooth for us. No major issues. Of course, I'm always reminding people about the construction going on the Beltline, especially in that zone right around Todd Drive. The lanes get narrow. They shift around. Be careful if you're out this morning. Thankfully, the roads are not wet to add extra confusion to what's going on with all the lanes. Dane County, most of our major highways, all of our major highways actually, are in fantastic shape for traffic flow right now. The same can be said if you were in Janesville, Beloit, or Milton.
Mr. Reese, thank you very much for keeping an eye on it. We have some breaking news at this hour. We want to take you live to McFarland now. You're taking a look at the scene of a car crash. The car ending up in a house. The Dane County Sheriff says it happened last night right around 10:30 near Dream Lane and Sigilco Road. We do not have any word on injuries. We're pushing into the scene right now. You can see the damage to that home. Again, the car ending up in that house. We'll be keeping an eye on this case this morning. We'll bring you any details as we learn them.
6:35 now. An important meeting today on the fate of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices is meeting this afternoon to discuss the pause on the COVID vaccine Johnson & Johnson makes. The FDA says the halt on distribution of the vaccine will likely only last a few days. It's in response to 6 reported cases of a, quote, rare and severe type of blood clot in women between the ages of 18 and 48. One of those women died. Still, doctors want to stress how rare this is. Nearly 7 million doses of the vaccine have been administered, with only a handful of people reporting severe side effects. It's also not clear yet if the blood clot is even linked to the vaccine. The meetings happening today could result in the CDC and FDA restricting who ends up getting the shot. The biggest vaccination impact locally will be at the Alliant Energy Center. There are currently 1,200 doses of the Johnson & Johnson shot on hand there this week. That means public health did have to cancel 1,200 appointments. Those people were notified by email and will be placed on a priority list to make up that appointment next week. That still leaves public health with more than 5,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine, and those vaccinations will still happen as planned. All right, taking a look outside this morning, it's a chilly start, and now that the sun's coming up, we are getting a better look at the Union Terrace this morning. We have some news about the Terrace chairs and when they'll open up and to who.
And the city of Madison wants to change the look and feel of State Street this summer. What that means for your next trip downtown after the break.
Get ready to save. This weekend, the Ashley Home Store off the Beltline in Madison is hosting a massive warehouse liquidation sale. Save as much as 90% off store-wide. Shop clearance items, floor samples, special buys, and more. Friday through Monday only at Ashley Home Store.
More than ever, America needs healthcare workers. So if you're ready to answer the call, Herzing University empowers you to earn the skills you need for all kinds of healthcare careers, including programs that can be completed in 10 months. Accredited and transfer-friendly, Herzing provides the personal care and support you need to succeed. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. Your nation needs healthcare workers. Join the movement at Herzing University. Call or click today.
Goldman Cars is breaking into spring with huge savings. You can get a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape starting at $10,995 or $175
website, you can buy a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape only for $10,995 or $175 per month.
Don't miss out on these huge spring deals with over 500 vehicles in stock.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Dealing Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Spring is in the air. The birds are back, the days are warmer, and spring blossoms are starting to pop. Beautiful, colorful, delicate flowers. This spring, let the outdoor living experts at the Bruce Company help you bring this season to life. Colorful plants, stylish garden art, and the latest trends in outdoor furniture. The Bruce Company has everything you need to start your spring off right. So what's your dream this spring? Find it at the Bruce Company on Parmenter Street in Middleton, your outdoor living experts.
Isn't it great how swinging through Culver's drive-thru marks the unofficial start to family time? How biting into a hot-off-the-grill Butterburger makes worries melt away? And how a fresh frozen custard concrete mixer puts a smile on your face every time? Here, a meal you didn't have to make is a meal made fresh for you. And being greeted with a smile, even beneath a mask, makes all the difference.
There's a reason we put so much care into our food. That reason is you.
Welcome to Delicious.
Friday through Monday, shop the massive warehouse liquidation sale at the Ashley Home Store off the Beltline. Save up to 90% off furniture, mattresses, and appliances while they last. Bring your truck and trailer because everything must go. Only at Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Tonight on CBS, the competition heats up on an all-new Tough as Nails at 7, followed by back-to-back episodes of the new series, The United States of Al. At 9, the SWAT team searches for a rogue member of an extremist group planning to attack the memorial service of a famous musician who was outspoken about police brutality on a rebroadcast of SWAT. Then it's News 3 Now at 10, the latest news and weather you need to have before you go to sleep tonight.
A new proposal could make Madison State Street pedestrian only on the weekends this summer.
That's right. The move would allow businesses to move out onto the street, allowing for more physical distancing. The proposal doesn't need City Council's approval. Since it's only temporary, city staff can make the call. It'll basically be an expansion of the current streetery program. If it's approved, plans could go into effect as early as next month. And a live look now at the Memorial Union on Lake Mendota. It's a special day there, folks. The iconic sunburst chairs are going to be returning to the terrace.
For now, access is going to be limited to current UW-Madison staff, faculty, and students. Unless they're already vaccinated, attendees are going to have to show proof that they have a recent negative COVID test on file through their Safer Badgers app. Masks are required. Tables and chairs have to stay where they are so they can maintain physical distancing. You don't need to make a reservation. Hopefully this opens up to more people soon, Leah.
Fingers crossed as vaccinations increase, the weather gets warmer, we're all going to be able to make our own returns to the Union.
I know, it's like the unofficial start of summer.
Iconic.
So are you looking for ways to calm down these days? We're finding some in the 608 this morning. It's more important now, perhaps more than ever, to focus on your mind and body during these uncertain times.
So this morning, Josh Bryder is taking us to a local yoga studio, getting some advice on self-care.
Good morning, everyone, and hello again. We're coming to you from Dragonfly's Middleton Hot Studio this morning, where we're going to run through a little sun salutation. Sam Brenner, she is a yoga instructor here, and last half hour we did a little bit more of a supportive pose, and now you're going to run us through a little flow.
We'll stand to the top of the mat. Let's roll our shoulders up, back, and down and find mountain pose, palms forward. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. I like to start any practice with a little bit of a dedication, just an intention that I'm going to carry through as I move. We'll inhale then, and we'll reach up nice and tall, rise up, and exhale to a forward fold. Bend your knees any amount that you need to, but make the back of your head nice and heavy. You can reach for opposite elbows to ragdoll here. Rock from side to side, nod your head yes, shake it no. I like to rock forward and back, just feeling out. The more that you can bend your knees, the more release you might feel in your low back. Then we'll take our fingertips to the floor, find a halfway lift. This is a flat table back. Imagine a glass of water not spilling from your spine. Exhale to fold, plant your hands. Step back to your high plank position. We'll rock forward and slowly lower all the way down to our bellies. Option is to go from your knees and support yourself. Uncurl your toes, roll those shoulders back and down. Inhale to your baby cobra. Float your fingers off of the mat. Use the strength of your back. Exhale, release. We'll curl our toes and push ourselves back to a high plank position. This time we're gonna do another option here. We're gonna rock forward to Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows bend. Inhale, now bigger back bend, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Pretend you're rolling over a giant beach ball here. I like to pedal out my dog a little bit, little snaps, crackles, and pops that we might have, especially in the morning. Good, then we'll take our right leg high, lift it up, bend your knee, open, stack your hips. Draw circles with your right knee, maybe you like to roll your ankle. Make this feel good. If you're more energizing and you're looking for more, you can flip your dog, dropping that right foot behind you, lift your hips, and reach high. Come back around. Three-legged dog. Knee goes to your nose, squeeze tight, send it back. One more time, your knee goes to your nose, hold it there tight. This is your core working. Drop your foot between your hands, low lunge. Left knee can find the floor. I like a block here to support myself as I find an easy twist. Right hand goes high, left hand stays low. Back leg can stay up. Remember, it's about how energizing you want to make it. These twists are good for digestion, releasing toxins in our body. Exhale, reframe your foot. You'll step your left foot to meet your right. This is your forward fold again. Halfway lift, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, we rise up. Reach up nice and tall, heart center, and we would repeat it again on the left side, working back and forth as much as you wanted to.
Even in that little sequence, I mean, obviously it gets the blood flowing. I'm already sweating with that.
Yeah, me too, I know, I'm breathing a little heavy here.
So people are interested, you can come actually here to the studios. You have studios all across Madison, right?
Yes, so we have Sun Prairie, a downtown location, Fitchburg, and here in Middleton.
So you have this location. You can also just do it right from home. You guys have a live stream option too.
Yes, Dragonfly On Demand is our live stream. Videos are archived there. We've got quite a library built up, so you can repeat your favorite flows as much as you'd like.
All right, well, Sam, thank you so much. Namaste. Thanks for welcoming us in. Another nice flow here, guys. Feeling really good this morning. Definitely recommend yoga for you at home as well. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
That looks like a good time. Hey, don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him at in the608@wisctv.com. 6:45 now. Chris Reese here with a look at your first warned weather. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning. Of course, we're talking about severe weather awareness all week long. And so today, the focus is really on tornado safety and being prepared for that should a tornado come your way. That being said, I want to take a moment to talk about tornado safety at home. Where's the best place to go? The center of the lowest level of your home is the best. In Wisconsin, most of us have basements, so that center part of a basement is best, or underneath a stairwell in the basement. That's the true prime spot to be. If you don't have a basement, get into an interior room on the lowest floor or a closet or bathroom. Also, cover yourself with pillows and cushions or blankets. And if you're in a mobile home, get out. Now, I will say this is another good one. I got an email from Lisa. So Lisa, if you're watching, I actually have this planned up. And so here's a response to that. What if you're in your car? Well, get out and get into a sturdy nearby building if you have the opportunity to do so. Maybe there's no building nearby. Well, in that last resort, you want to make sure you are down into a ditch and get down and protect your head there. Public buildings inside restrooms away from windows are going to be the best spot. Or if you're in a large store, small rooms such as fitting rooms or walk-in refrigerators or freezers, those are often the safer places to be. But I will say in a large grocery store, oftentimes it's hard to find that small room. This is why being aware of severe weather is key, because if you know that the severe weather threat is there, maybe you'll know to avoid heading to a store, putting yourself in that situation. But I will say this, monthly tornado averages, they are on the increase this time of the year. In April, we averaged 1. We haven't really seen much severe weather around here, but June is when we average the most tornadoes in the state of Wisconsin, followed up by July. And of course, we're going to be having that statewide tornado drill coming up tomorrow. There's going to be a test tornado warning at 1:45, a second test tornado warning at 6:45. Not every town is going to sound their sirens. Typically, all the towns would sound the sirens at both times. Tomorrow, not every town is going to do that. But of course, we have our special tonight on News 3 Now. I'm going to be telling you more in depth about where that safest place in your home is. Talking with a builder, and he really explains why houses are built the way they are to make that safe space. And then tomorrow, during the statewide tornado drill at 6:30, we will have our 30-minute special.
Very interesting. All right, Mr. Reese, thank you very much. 6:48 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, a new report shows some concerning data about the nutrition of kids.
But first, we want to say happy birthday to Eleanor and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with News 3 Now this morning.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin. Get the new mattress of your dreams for less during the spring semi-annual sale at Ashley Home Store. Doorbusters are up to 65% off. Get a Tempur-Pedic Queen for as low as $30 a month. And free delivery within 5 days on in-stock beds. Ashley Home Store.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
With so much time at home, I need new furniture.
Right now, during Slumberland's Build Your Room sale, you can revamp any space for only $20, $30, $40 a month. Check out this bedroom set.
Oh, I've got everything I need there.
Okay, how about some options for your living room? Just $20 a month when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years.
Love it.
Build your room during our best financing sale of the year.
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands high from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Where she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. My Miss Lindy. She's my Lindy. My only Lindy. Well, I love that little girl.
Power Centers of Madison. Visit powercentersofmadison.com.
We've got the power!
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get a large Fiesta chicken pizza. Papa Murphy's.
Ashley Home Store's spring semi-annual sale is on now. Our hottest looks of the season are on sale now, including doorbusters like these. Plus, no interest for 3 years. And a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout. Now at Ashley Home Store.
Edgewood College graduate degrees. Bring it.
6:51, time for the morning sprint.
We start with the latest developments into the Dante Wright shooting in the Twin Cities. The Minnesota police officer who fatally shot Wright during a traffic stop has resigned, along with her commanding officer. Kim Potter was a 26-year veteran of the Brooklyn Center Police Department. Before stepping down, the chief told reporters he believes Potter shot Wright after mistaking her pistol for her taser.
Federal health experts will meet this afternoon after all 50 states suspended the use of Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine. Health officials on the federal level recommended the pause after 6 women developed blood clots that had received the shot. The vaccine has been administered to roughly 7 million people.
People working in the Wisconsin Dells tourism industry will be able to get vaccinated today in Sauk County. SSM Health and the Sauk County Health Department offering an on-site mobile vaccination clinic at the Wilderness Resort. It's open from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. It's not a walk-in clinic. Employees have to work with their employers to get an appointment scheduled.
And just in our newsroom in the last half hour, the New York Times reporting that Amazon, Google, Warren Buffett, and hundreds of other companies and executives have signed a statement opposing limits on voting rights. It's in response to recent legislation passed in Georgia and other bills up for debate across the country. It's the largest statement from corporate America following Major League Baseball's decision to move the All-Star game from Atlanta to Denver.
The Kenosha police officer who shot Jacob Blake last summer has returned to active duty. The Kenosha County DA determined Officer Rustin Shesky acted within the law during the shooting. No charges were filed against him. Officer Shesky has been on administrative leave since last August.
Governor Evers says the state needs juvenile justice reform during an event yesterday at the Running Rebels Community Organization in Milwaukee. Evers says reform starts with treating kids like kids. He wants to prevent 17-year-olds from being tried as an adult in court, and he wants the legislature to embrace what he calls common sense, evidence-based justice reforms.
More than $70 million a month in federal food benefits will not expire in Wisconsin. Governor Evers is making a deal with the Department of Agriculture to save those dollars. The benefits were at risk of being lost after Wisconsin's Supreme Court struck down the statewide mask mandate last month. The federal program requires states to have an emergency order in place to receive the benefits.
A new study finds that the healthiest meal of the day for kids comes from school cafeterias. Researchers analyzed diets of more than 21,000 kids from 2003 to 2018, and they found that the percentage of nutritionally poor foods eaten at school has dropped over that time period, 15 years or so. Junk food was more commonly eaten at home or at restaurants. Study authors say that the findings are particularly timely right now, given widespread school closures during the pandemic.
You will have more freedom at Wisconsin state parks thanks to some loosening restrictions. The DNR is reopening playgrounds and observation towers. They're also allowing 100 people to gather at open-air shelters and amphitheaters. The changes are set to begin at the end of the month.
The Wisconsin State Assembly has just approved a bill requiring schools to include Holocaust and other genocides in their instruction. Under the proposal, schools will have to teach these topics at least once in grades 5 through 8 and once in grades 9 through 12. The bill now goes to the governor.
A year after panic buying, people are purchasing less toilet paper today. Sales dropped more than 32% in the first 12 weeks of the year compared to the same time period a year ago. That's according to market research firm Nielsen IQ, which tracks point-of-sale data from retailers. In the same period, purchases of paper towels fell more than 18%. Overall sales of household cleaning products, though, are still higher than they were pre-pandemic.
Remarkable video here. A new blast of ash, rock, and gas from a volcano has covered the island of St. Vincent. It's the biggest explosion here after 4 days of eruptions, the first by the volcano in more than 40 years. This video obtained by CNN shows overflowing rivers of ash covering the Caribbean island in gray mud. Thousands have been evacuated by land and sea. The Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines says that it could be 4 months before the danger subsides.
34 degrees in Madison right now. We are mostly cloudy out there, but we'll see a few rays of sun peek through the clouds as we go throughout the day. 36 for our friends in Janesville. Boscobel, good morning to you guys. You're at 37 this morning. We did see at least a few snow showers to the north of us this morning. Those are going by the wayside. As you plan your day, though, temperatures will be warming up. We will top out at 46 this afternoon. 50s return tomorrow.
Have a great day, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.